10% of the brain myth is one of the most widely perpetuated urban legends that most or all humans only make use of 10% or less of their brains. It has been misattributed to many people, including Albert Einstein. In simpler terms, it suggests that a person may harness this unused potential and increase intelligence. The origin of this myth is unclear. One possible origin is the reserve energy theories by Harvard psychologists William James and Boris Sidis in the 1890s, who tested the theory in the accelerated raising of child prodigy William Sidis. Thereafter, James told audiences that people only meet a fraction of their full mental potential, which is a plausible claim. Another popular theory has it that the journalist Lowell Thomas helped spread the myth in his preface to Dale Carnegie's blockbuster self-help book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. Thomas misquoted William James as saying that the average person specifically develops only 10% of his latent mental ability. In fact, James had referred more vaguely to our latent mental energy. Others have claimed that Einstein has attributed his intelligence to being able to use more than 10% of his brain, but this is a myth itself. So, is this myth true? There is certainly no truth to the idea that we use only 10% of our neutral matter. Modern brain scans and advanced studios show activity coursing through the entire organ even when we are resting. Minor brain damage can have devastating effects, not what you'd expect if you had 90% spare capacity. A survey in 2012 of school teachers in Britain and the Netherlands found that 48% and 46% respectively believed the myth. Last year, a US survey by Michael J. Fox Foundation for Parkinson's Research found that 65% of people believed in the myth. So why does this myth exist? Many people believe that 10% myth sounds more feasible and appealing because they see it in terms of human potential. Many of us believe that we could achieve so much more learning languages, musical instruments, and sporting skills only if we applied ourselves. In modern fiction, several books, films, and short stories have been written closely related to this myth. They include the novel The Dark Fields, its adaptation Limitless, claiming 20% rather than the typical 10%, and the 2014 film Lucy, all of which operate under the notion that the rest of our brain could be accessed to the use of a drug. DC's comic book supervillain Deathstroke also is said to be able to utilize 90% of his brain to explain his tactical genius and fighting skills. Further, the 10% brain myth occurs frequently in advertisements and in entertainment media. It is often cited as if it were a fact. Comment below on what you think about this fact. Do you believe in it, or do you think it's just a myth? Let us know, and if you like our videos, make sure to subscribe to our channel.